Drake has been one of the most influential artists in the past decade, consistently releasing top 100 charting songs time and time again. It's safe to say no one else has had quite a run like his. With Drake being as talented as he is, it's not hard for him to spot an artist that has star-like potential, so it's no surprise that he's able to put on a lot of rappers. But I don't think people realize just how many rappers would admit that a Drake cosign is a huge reason that they're as popular as they are. Number 7. Lil Baby. Starting off in recent history, we have Atlanta rapper Lil Baby. To understand why Drake was so important to Baby's meteoric rise in 2018, you have to know a little bit about his career. Baby got out of prison in 2017 after doing a 2-year bid, and dropped his debut mixtape, Perfect Timing. Despite a feature from Young Thug, plus a QC cosign, this mixtape didn't pick up much steam. Without getting discouraged, he quickly doubled back with another project called Harder Than Hard, which featured the single that kicked off his career, My Dog. With My Dog blowing up, Lil Baby was one of the hottest rappers in the streets, but mainstream success still seemed distant. That was until Drake hopped on Yes Indeed. Yes Indeed premiered on OVO Sound Radio, and it was an instant hit, with it becoming the song of summer 2018. Even without a music video, the song eventually peaked at number 6 on the Billboard Top 100 charts, and it certified Baby's transition from being a somewhat popular street rapper to a household name. Without this song, Baby would undoubtedly still be successful, but even he agrees that it was Drake who put him on and took his career to the next level.
But I noticed that like 21 Savage made a comment that people said that, you know, they don't feel like Drake gets enough credit.
Yeah, for like what he do.
Really
yeah,
putting artists on.
I feel the same way.
And I definitely, not to say he put you on, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, but in the way he did though, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely.
Yeah, I wanted to know how you felt about that comment and the lack of credit.
I liked it, that comment. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely, and I feel the same way.
Number 6. BlockBoy JB. Another recent case of Drake putting someone on is with BlockBoy. When Drake hopped on Look Alive, absolutely no one knew who BlockBoy JB was. In an interview with Billboard, Tay Keith, who produced Look Alive, explained that the song was actually originally meant to be a solo track for Drake, and that Drake specifically sought out to get BlockBoy on the record. I'm pretty sure most people assumed that the song was BlockBoy's and that Drake was the feature, but to find out that it wasn't even Block's song in the first place goes to show that Drake didn't have to do what he did, and could have easily just kept the song for himself. On top of that, Drake went the extra mile and shot the music video to go with the song. The fact that the song has a music video to go with it undoubtedly helped it become so popular, with it peaking at number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. BlockBoy soon signed a $1 million deal with Interscope Records, became a 2018 XXL freshman, dropped multiple projects with features from YG, Lil Uzi, 21 Savage, Lil Pump, and is still a relevant name in hip-hop today. He would probably agree Drake had a big part to play in that. Number 5. A$AP Rocky. If you weren't tuned in early on in Rocky's career, you most likely don't know how much Drake played a part in his success. In 2011, he was laying the groundwork to build a solid fan base with songs like Purple Swag, Peso, and his mixtape Live, Love, A$AP. And Drake was the first big artist to take notice and give him a cosign.
I'm the only person that put on for me when I ain't have nobody was Drake. I'm talking about Drake was the first person to put on like before anybody.
Drake gave Rocky a huge opportunity to get his music out there when he added him as an opener to his 2012 Club Paradise tour with Kendrick Lamar, which was the highest-grossing hip-hop tour of 2012, with 65 shows across North America and Europe.
Because he's like, first conversation, he's saying he's going to take me on tour. And I'm like, man, I don't know, man, whatever. When I met him, everything, like, before the tour, he came to come see me. He brought me out to Fashion Week. You know, fashion is my, like, Versace store. He was DJing, did an event there. He brought me on stage, showed me love. And this is when I was a nobody.
He even went as far as to give Rocky envelopes full of cash to spend in the club, because he assumed being a new artist, he didn't have much money.
And I opened up the envelope, and it was thousands in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
After beginning tour with Drake, Rocky's single Peso peaked on Billboard charts, and a year later, Drake hopped on his song Effin' Problems, which ended up being Rocky's biggest song yet. Number 4. Kodak Black. This one really depends on who you ask. While most Florida natives will disagree that Drake put Kodak on, a lot of people will tell you that they found out about Kodak because Drake uploaded a clip to Instagram of him dancing to his song Skirt. Having Drake dancing to your song on Instagram to his millions upon millions of followers is like a Super Bowl commercial in the rap world. Now, Drake loved the song so much that he didn't stop there, and played it on OVO Sound Radio before premiering his joint album with Future, What a Time to Be Alive. Despite giving him an opportunity that most upcoming artists could only wish for, Kodak was only 18 and fresh out of the hood, so he didn't seem very impressed. In an interview, he bluntly pointed out the fact that Drake didn't actually give him a feature, saying, "If you're trying to show me that you F with me, call me, throw me on your album so I can get some royalties." To this day, Drake and Kodak haven't done a song together, but Drake didn't take offense to his comments and still shows him a ton of love. Number 3. Migos. When Migos heard that Drake wanted to work with them, they almost couldn't believe it.
Now, you guys made a few bangers up until this point, but the Versace one when Drake jumped on it obviously gave even more attention to the game, right?
Yep. Shout out to Drake.
Drake was one of the first rappers to embrace them when he jumped on the Versace remix, even while most people were still hating on because they were from Atlanta and had a new brash sound that people didn't initially like. Fast forward to today, Migos are looked at as some of the most influential artists of the 2010s. Drake being on that song gave Migos the stamp that they needed to flourish, and began their 2013 to 2014 run with numerous hit songs like Chinatown, Fight Night, and Hannah Montana. While like a lot of other artists that Drake collabs with, Migos already had somewhat of a buzz. It's hard to debate that his feature wasn't crucial in giving Migos that extra push that they really needed to make it. Number 2. The Weeknd. Drake was the first person to discover The Weeknd. Before you knew him for hit songs like Starboy, The Hills, and Can't Feel My Face, he was an unknown artist that Drake introduced to his fanbase in a December 2010 Blogspot post. 3 months after that, they met each other, and Drake promoted The Weeknd's debut mixtape House of Balloons on his Twitter, which at the time had millions of followers. Weeknd was then enlisted to help work on Drizzy's second studio album, Take Care. He contributed a lot to the project, giving Drake some of his own songs, doing some producing, and laying down a verse and chorus on the 4th song, Crew Love. Being featured on Take Care began The Weeknd's ascent into stardom, but their relationship eventually went sour because Drake believed that he wasn't appreciated for everything he had done, and also felt that Weeknd betrayed him by signing a deal with Universal rather than with OVO. Number 1. Kendrick Lamar. There's no taking away the work that Kendrick put in before he met Drake. He started rapping at 16,
But you best to call a doctor. I make sure them rookie medical surgeons can opt up. Braid on you, pistol whip and break the face on you. I does it my way like Sinatra. I let them infrareds Dalmatian dot ya, scope and spot ya. Move on and I got ya. Through my vision like Parentheo, creeping to your house, you hear footsteps slowly as I tippy-toe. I'm wise like my pops, but I'm young mother. I'm the one mother. Plus around hustlers, you want it? They can serve you like a butler.
signed to TDE when it was still an unknown label, went on tour with The Game throughout 2006 and 2007, got a cosign from Lil Wayne in 2009, and went on tour with J-Rock and Tech Nine in 2010. With rumors in the air of him signing to Dr. Dre's label Aftermath, he was gaining enough of a buzz to become a 2011 XXL freshman, along with artists like Mac Miller, Meek Mill, and Yelawolf. After becoming an XXL freshman, Kendrick was doing a show in Toronto when he met Drake, and since they clicked, he let him be the first person to hear his debut album, Section 80, before its release. Weeks after leaving Toronto, Drake asked Kendrick to rap on the beat for the Buried Alive interlude, with the track ultimately landing on Take Care. At the time of Take Care's release, Drake was a way bigger artist than Kendrick. While Drake had close to 5 million followers, Kendrick only had around 150,000. Keeping that in mind, his appearance on Take Care was probably the biggest spotlight he had ever had. With the release of Section 80 and his appearance on Take Care, Drake realized Kendrick was a perfect opening act for his Club Paradise tour. Being one of the opening acts on the tour allowed Kendrick to perform his music in front of hundreds of thousands of people that otherwise may have never checked him out. Now, it's up to you to decide if Drake put Kendrick on. Some people will agree, some people will disagree. It's entirely possible that without Drake's push, Kendrick could have had a career more like some of his fellow XXL freshmen. But on the other hand, Kendrick is so talented that maybe it was inevitable that he would become the star he is today. What do you think?